Aloha. All right, so this is my 1 week post-op video. This is the destination to Mexico video. This is my overall impression of the facility that I stayed at video. I'm going to be breaking this down into 2 or 3 separate videos because it's just too much to go over. And once you see the videos and the content that I recorded, you'll see that if I was to put everything all in one, it just would take forever. And you guys would surely lose interest. This is also my, 3-week post-op to the chin lipo, the double chin lipo. She's amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone, to my new subscribers. I just shot up in subscribers recently. I really, really love you all. Aloha and welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, so let's just dive right in, because I know a lot of people are wondering, like, what is the tea, girl? Fill us in. We want to know. I got a lot of messages from people sending love. I got a lot of phone calls, text messages, DMs, comments, and I just want to send all of my love to all of you guys, because I really did truly feel all the support. So I mentioned this before, and I'll talk about it again. Every day, there are 30 flights going and coming into the state of Hawaii. Currently, we are on our extended, for the first time, lockdown. We've had other lockdowns previously, but I cannot stress the importance to people. I call them non-residents, non-Hawaii residents, meaning you don't live here, you don't reside here, you don't have a Hawaii ID, a Hawaii driver's license. This isn't your home. I cannot stress the importance of the fact that during this pandemic, the locals don't want your tourism right now. And it's not like we're being hatred or racism or anything. We are literally in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. We have a very limited amount of hospital beds. We have a limited amount of nurses, of doctors, of medication, and our numbers are very, very high. So honestly, truly, from one local resident here in Hawaii, if you don't live in Hawaii, babes, please don't come right now. This is not the time. We welcome you with open arms once we are able to get a better control of our numbers with our COVID counts. But please, you're just adding to it. And I know I get a lot of people commenting, it's the locals who spread it. It's the locals who spread it. I agree. The locals spread it just as much as the people who don't live here. However, they make our risk that much higher. And our resources are so limited because of the fact that everything is flown here. So if we're trying to contain a situation, assess the problems that are getting out of hand, why is it that we're constantly adding more people into this pot? It doesn't make any sense. And that's my point, is that if we have special restrictions that aren't really like livable, you know, to a lot of people, then why aren't they getting the same type of treatment? I say that to say this. I made an observation before we got on our flight to San Diego, and it was very interesting. I think there was a total of 40 passengers on the plane, and this is what I noticed. Okay, so We made it to our terminal, and I'm still on a liquid diet. And I just made an observation because Hawaii is supposed to be on a lockdown, and I know I'm not supposed to be traveling, but this is for medical purposes. Um, but I'm making an observation of the people leaving Hawaii and that are headed to San Diego. And when I tell you that they are 90% Karens, I fucking mean it. I just wonder, like, are these people residents? Do they live here? Do they have a Hawaii ID? Were they here on vacation? You know, like what? What is it? So as you can see, I'm not making this kind of thing up. It's a real thing. I know that it's not our governor who decides who can fly in and out of our state, but I'm just like trying to let my voice be heard to everyone who is contemplating vacationing in Hawaii during this time. Now, our flight was the smoothest flight I've ever been on. I was so thankful because I'm afraid of heights and I'm afraid of planes, but I do it anyway. And then we arrived to San Diego International Airport. We were picked up by Junior. He texted me as soon as we land. Now, mind you guys, if anyone is interested in getting the procedure that I and my sister, well, my sister's about to get it and I have had it, please be sure to visit www.proceduresinmexico.com. Fill out the questionnaire. It's absolutely free. And this beautiful lady named Summer will be contacting you after that. So once again, to those who are interested in the weight loss surgery in Mexico, like how I did, be sure to visit www.proceduresinmexico.com. Fill out the questionnaire and Summer will be right back to you. Now, this, from being picked up at the airport to being taken across the border to the facility, it took 25 minutes. And the journey was something that I'll never forget. I saw the Trump wall. This was my first time ever going across country into another, like to go international into another country. I saw the Trump wall and it was interesting because I only heard of it. I never really saw it, and I can say that I've seen it in person. And the Trump wall was on my right and I just couldn't stop staring at it. And at the same time, something told me to look to my left. And as I looked to my left, I seen like the slums of Mexico that kind of like went up into the mountain. And it was at that exact moment that I was very, very sad and felt so blessed and so thankful and so grateful and so humbled. And I just immediately, like, my heart broke into pieces. I'm sure that Mexico is a very beautiful country. But the parts that I seen driving on the way to the compound, it really opened up my eyes and my heart to a lot of things. I found it interesting that there were people walking on the roads, not even on sidewalks, on the roads. And they weren't even in like reflective colors. They were all like in black. I'm assuming they were walking because they had no cars. So it was a very eye-opening experience because I I've seen homeless before here in Hawaii, but I don't think these people are homeless. I think they're just commuting to wherever it is that they have to go. But it was very different, and it really kind of just made me catch myself. Okay, going to the whole surgery aspect of this. Weight loss, I cannot stress this enough. Weight loss surgery is not for the faint of heart. This entire journey from pre-op to post-op to now 1 week in recovery post-op, it is not for the faint of heart. If you are not mentally strong enough to deal with not being able to eat anything for, I want to say like a month and a half, this is not for you. There is a reason why so many people didn't get approved, and I understand. Excuse me. Burping is a lot more dramatic post-op. Burping and hiccups are way more dramatic than you ever thought. So I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not trying to, like, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm not trying to discourage anyone. I'm being as straight up honest and as 1000% real with you as possible. If you cannot handle not physically eating solid food for a month and a half, don't even waste your time. I'm not even being dramatic. This is such a self-reflecting journey for me. I knew that I had a problem with food, but when it's taken away to the point where all you can do is drink liquids and crushed ice for like 2 weeks, that you have to be on a liquid diet like 3 weeks prior to operation to shrink your liver and get your stomach ready and your intestines ready, like, that is the truth. You need to do that. And if you don't do it, then you're not going to get the surgery. You're all of this whole thing of paying for it and booking your flight and flying there and getting there. And then they're going to turn around and tell you that they can't do it. You didn't prep enough. You didn't prep well enough. So, and that happens here in the States as well. Once again, not trying to be a bitch, not trying to discourage. I'm being as straight up as it can possibly be. I'm going to now show the clip of the facility, the entranceway, to give you a general idea. Now, mind you, this is a double gated facility for American patients only. Half of the facility is a holistic cancer treatment center. So it's for people who are going through cancer and don't want to do chemotherapy, but they want to do a more holistic, natural approach to their treatment. And the other half of the facility is for the bariatric program, the weight loss program. So they offer like a gastric bypass, the new mini gastric bypass, and the sleeve, the gastric sleeve. This is the video that I recorded the night of my arrival. The entire time we were on this trip, we were double masked with N95 and then a regular mask over it. We had spray bottles with alcohol, with 99% alcohol. Me and Auntie Beth never left the facility at all. So we were absolutely safe and as sterile as possible. But yes, this is the night that I arrived at the facility. So we are at the facility, and it is a gated facility for American patients only. It's very modern. Looks really well maintained. It is called Oasis of Hope in Tijuana, Mexico. We have N95 masks on underneath our regular masks. We have bottles and spray bottles of alcohol, 99% alcohol. We are doing our best to be aware of our surroundings, even though we're in a gated community. And yeah, we made it, and tomorrow is surgery. So here it is at the nighttime. As you can see, there's a big difference between how I look here from the video I just showed you till now. That's because I'm 6 days, well, in a few hours it'll be 7 days post-op. When I started my weight loss journey, I was 414 pounds, and as of right now, I'm not getting on, well, as of earlier this morning, it's almost like midnight here, which will make it 7 days, 1 week post-op. But as of this morning, 6 days post-op, I was 398 pounds. So that means I lost 16 pounds in 6 days. And I can definitely see the difference in my shoulders are not as swollen. My double chin is gone because of the lipo, but even like my neck part is starting to like go in a little bit more. I noticed that like my hands are not as swollen as they used to be, and I know this is just the start. This is literally, I consider this part the third quarter of the football game. The first quarter is for you to do as much self-reflecting to see if this is the route for you or if you just need to change your lifestyle, like as far as diet and exercise. The second quarter of this journey is the prep for surgery and the surgery itself. The third quarter of what I like to consider this football game of my journey is post-op and taking care of this newborn pouch that you're given, and being very wise with what you eat and how you eat, because you have to chew like a mother. You need to chew till it's mush. I'm not even at the stage where I can have soft items like yogurt and eggs and like Jello and all that kind of stuff. They tried to offer me Jello at post-op and I wasn't even ready for that. Right now, I am very thankful for everything. I'm going to do another video in a few more days. I still want to rest and recover. And in my next video, I will be showcasing the final thoughts hours before operation. I did a little recording. I'm going to share what happened, because some things happened while I was under. I'm going to share my personal thoughts and opinions on the facility and the staff. And I'm going to share, what else is in that video? I'm going to share just my thoughts and feelings at my second week post-op. I am not posting daily on my Facebook as far as how many pounds I lose in what day or all this kind of stuff. I'm trying to just respect myself, because I've seen others who have had the weight loss surgery and they are just posting every single other day, and they're just like rubbing it in people's faces like till they can't take it anymore. And it's like, okay, like, we get it, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to just respect myself and others, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who wish that they could do the weight loss surgery, but they can't. I've been asked why go to Mexico for the weight loss surgery, and if those people have seen my other videos, they would know, but they haven't. So in a nutshell, I'm covered through HMSA, and I was enrolled in the Polymommy weight loss program, the 360 weight management program, and it has worked for a lot of individuals, and at the same time, they have denied triple the amount of people they approved. I was one of the people that got to the very end of the program, and then I had an incident with the coordinator or the administrator, and it was very, very negative, and I spoke to her superior, and she ended up resigning. And it discouraged me. You have to jump through so many hoops. You have so many doctor's appointments that you have to see. You have so much blood work that you have to do along the way. You have to journal. I personally was never a journal girl. I've never journaled. I drew. I was an artist. I drawed, I colored, I painted. I love that kind of stuff. I wasn't someone to write everything. So for me to have to journal and log every single thing that I ate, the calories, the protein, the grams of protein, the grams of sugar, like, I gave it my all. I improved on everything, and I still wasn't good enough. And I just completely got discouraged. I was in the program for 2 years, and I feel so sorry for the people who were in the weight loss programs and gave up, because I know a lot of people who did. And this is the solution to those who don't want to do the weight loss surgery through their medical. It's a service that this place provides you. Once again, www.proceduresinmexico.com. Fill out the questionnaire. This is a service. They treat the surgery as if it's a service. So as long as you have no other pre-existing harmful medical conditions, and that your BMI is lower than 62, they will operate on you. But you do have to do the prep work, which is you have to be on a liquid diet at least 3 weeks prior to the operation date. Surgery can cost anywhere from $4,500 to $6,000. The heavier you are, the more you have to pay, because the harder they have to work to get around your stomach. I am going to disclose all the tea about what I paid, what happened during my surgery, because several things happened and I haven't spoken about it. And I just cannot express to you guys the importance of prepping for this, and to really self-reflect if you're serious and if you're ready for this. You can say you're ready, but if you're not mentally strong enough, you're not going to take this well. And nothing irritates me more than seeing YouTube videos or others talk about how, oh my God, I'm starving, and oh my God, I can't do this, and oh my God, what was I thinking, and this is so hard, and like all this kind of stuff. And it's like, you really weren't ready. You can't paint yourself as a victim. You did this to yourself. You knew that you had a problem with food and you tried to fix it. Now this is how you fix it. Okay, and that's what I try to remind myself as I'm taking my sips and waiting, and I'm taking my sips and I'm waiting, because I'm still on that liquid phase right now, is that I'm trying to be careful with my newborn stomach. I literally have a newborn stomach. There are fresh stitches all up in my stomach, you know? So, am I missing food? Fuck yes, bitch. Am I craving certain things? Abso-fucking-lutely. My palate has changed because I haven't eaten in so long. So like certain broths are like really, really salty. So I gotta like water it down. I'm addicted to blending ice and pouring apple juice over it. It's like my knockoff shaved ice. Like, I just try to think in my head, like, this is only temporary. You're going to be able to eat eventually. It's just not right now. It's going to go in stages. It's like after this week, you can eat this. After that week, you can eat that. And then eventually you're on your own, but you have to make really conscious decisions on what you eat and how you eat. I'm going to dive more into that in my next video. I know that this YouTube video is like going on past like 30 minutes. So I just wanted to say that I love you all so much. This was part 1 of my post-op in Tijuana. And if you haven't liked this channel or video, please go ahead and like this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and for everyone who has reached out to me. You guys are all a blessing, and I hope everyone stays safe, Wash your hands, wash your ass, wear a mask, and we will all get through this together. Love you all so much. Bye.